Right, straight in with another video where we have good news because, first of all, we're back with Sleep Token, so I'm buzzing. And then I'm also buzzing because if Dunsfold track means anything to you, Top Gear fans I'm referring to, then we have just confirmed, or about to confirm, to do some filming on there and do over on Affinity Racing, which is my other channel, to do a experience, well, not an experience day at the Top Gear test track, but to do the Top Gear test track. We're going to book it out for a full day. Get in! Anyways, that's irrelevant. Got nothing to do with this video. Sleep Token, one of my absolute new favourite bands, and the drummer, number 2, not meaning the second drummer, although I don't know, they might switch drummers every gig. Who knows? We can't see what they look like. That's a really good idea for a band, that, isn't it? To keep their identities hidden and just name them by numbers. Never been done before. Love this band, love this drummer. And he's done a lot of Drumeo content, and I haven't seen all of it, and I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but I've been really looking forward to checking this one out. So Hypnosis, his full playthrough. There's plenty more videos on the Drumeo channel. Highly recommend checking them all out, but they're not paying me to say it and promote them, so I'm not going to promote them anymore. Let's watch it via my channel and give me the revenue. Trying to look around the microphone again to see what he's playing. Does he not have a China? Oh no, he does have a China. Gonna say. Listen, that drum kit, man. Seriously. Right, before we even get into anything, right, I know people hate it when you pause the video, but how else are you meant to talk in detail about how great that snare drum sounds? That is literally, at least on a video and a recording, one of the greatest snare drum sounds I have ever heard. Unbelievable. Toms sound tremendous. That floor tom sounds like a kick drum. The kick drum sounds like an even better kick drum. Cymbals as well, all the dry cymbals. I think that all those cymbals seem like dry cymbals, except for one or two of the splashes reflected there. They sound absolutely mega, and he plays big cymbals as well, which is what I like, because nothing annoys me more than literally hearing the stick travel through the cymbal and the sustain on a cymbal note ending before you've hit it again. If you don't know what I mean by that, like, listen to Killswitch Engage. I love Killswitch Engage, but in the big gaps, there's something about just hearing a cymbal being hit and drop off immediately that I really don't like. Anyways, this guy knows what he's doing. Let's go. Seriously, man. Have you ever heard a snare sound as good as that? He is a mega player, isn't he? If I had like half or a quarter of the pocket that he plays in, honestly. What's that inside the tom? Can you see that when he hits the tom? Something on the bottom floating around. What's that? That's got to be a 20-inch crash at least. 18 at the very least. Just fills the gap and the sound so well. Especially when you've got a snare drum that's got no sustain on it whatsoever. You're then relying on the cymbals. Right, I'm going to embarrass myself here and try and watch one more time and try and tell you what the hell he's just played. Let's just brush over that. I do not have the control to ever play a rudiment that quick. I'm still trying to break down that roll from before. Ah! It frustrates me hearing someone play that well. I used to get like really inspired by good playing. Now I just get raging. Yes. For being so busy, those splashes, the placement of those splashes, so well defined. That's my kind of drum fill, that as well. Love that. Yes. He's so busy up top that you almost don't appreciate even the fast little tricky doubles and bits and oh, yes! Shut up, David. Listen to the breakdown instead. Yes! Yes! Oh, gives us the on a dotted 8. Oh, and then down on the China. Yes. Oh, honestly, I love the gimmick. I love the whole. Oh, I just love the whole thing. I love everything about Sleep Token. Do you know what? I first heard Sleep Token. Well, I don't even know when they came out. When did they come out? Let's actually have a look. Sleep Token. First album. When was their first album? 2019. I feel like I heard them even earlier than that. But maybe it was 2019. It felt like it was earlier. When did Sleep Token start? Ah, yes. 20. I was going to say 2015, 16. Alex Baker show, or Alex Baker's show, Fresh Blood. The Alex Baker show is an entirely different thing that formed very much of my life. Fresh Blood. I remember hearing these guys on it. Obviously, it was then 2016. Unbelievable. But I remember at that point thinking, I must make a note to check them out. And I've got a list on my phone. If I find it, honestly, there'll be bands from there from like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, where I've gone, oh, I'll make sure I check them out. And you check some of them out, and for some reason or another, some bands you just never get round to checking out. And then the next thing is their headline and download. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell, I remember them from like 2015, 16 on Kerrang! Fresh Blood. And for what would have been, what will that be? 7 years, 8 years, 9 years being like, oh, I need to go check them out. Still never have. Nearly 10 years on, they're then headline and download. So at least everybody else checked them out, because clearly they were worth checking out and they are worth listening to. And I've played zero part in the journey and support that has got them to play a download. But there we go. What an unbelievable band. Genuinely, I absolutely love them. The drum part and the drum sound for me is two of the favourite things. But then just everything else that fits around that band and those drum parts and drum sound. I am sure there's bands out there that sound similar, that write stuff that are similar. I'm sure there is. But they've like paved the way in, as Craig Reynolds called, I believe, baddiecore. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We're going to round it off there with the notion that I will never have a drum sound as good as him. Or her, who knows? Maybe it's the Stig. We mentioned Top Gear at the start. Maybe it's the Stig is the drummer of Sleep Token. We will never know. But on that note, thank you so much for watching another reaction review video. I do quite enjoy doing these when I actually manage to sit down and do them. It just feels like a bit of a slog to do them for some reason. But then as soon as I press play, I'm like, all right, I'm in it now. So any other requests, drop them in the comments and we will get straight onto them as soon as we can. Other than that, if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe and I will see you in the next video.